Assalamualaikum everyone. Today the topic which I will discuss here is aging, its natural history and its theories. So here are the contents which I will discuss here. First of all, I will tell you about the definition of aging, then about the history of aging. After history, I will describe about the theories of aging. The first theory is the biological theories of aging, the second one is the psychosocial theories of aging, and the last one is the psychological theories of aging. So the first thing which comes in our mind is, what is aging? Aging is the result of progressive accumulation of changes in the body which occur in passing time and which cause the increasing probability to disease and death of individual. The average human lifespan in developed countries has increased by more than 20 years in the past several decades. So our major concern has to shifted from a pure increase in the lifespan to an extension of health span by reducing the risks of so-called lifestyle diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular diseases, stroke, type 2 diabetes, mellitus. Although we can say that aging itself is not a technically disease. Now I am going towards the history of aging. So in 1952, Peter Medawar stated that aging is an unsolved problem in biology. The mechanism of aging have been the subject of intensive research interest, and a large number of papers have been published on the mechanism of aging. In 1964, Alex Comfort stated that a decreasing viability is leading to an increasing probability of death. He stated that decrease in viability with increasing chronological age and an increase in vulnerability, the term vulnerability may be rephrased as frailty, a term more commonly used in geriatric medicine. So, a progressive functional decline that occurs in every individual within a population of a species beginning around the time of reproductive maturity and leading to an increased probability of death over time. In 1977, Bernard Streller stated that the changes which occurs generally in the post-reproductive period, and which result in a decreased survival capacity of the past of the individual organism. The survival capacity of the past individual organisms have been decreased. In 1990, Caleb Finch writes in his influential book that the term aging is mainly used to describe any changes that occur during the passage of physical time. He said that the changes that occur during the passage of physical time, during which there need be not a common mechanism, as the aging of collagen, aging of diploid cells, aging of population or societies, aging of genes, aging of species during evolution. Here in 1990, the Caleb Finch used the term senescence. Senescence is used to describe age-related changes in an organism that adversely affect its vitality, functions, and most importantly increase its mortality rate as a function of time. And at the end, Robert Arkin in 1998 states that the term aging and senescence seems to be overlap considerably, and the difference between them may be one of the emphasis rather than that of the fundamentals. Now we are going towards the theories of aging, which are the biological, psychological, and the sociological theories. In 1990, Z. Hose Medvedev wrote more than 300 theories about aging. More than 300 theories about the biological mechanism of aging could be found in the literature. Some are still popular and some have disappeared or have been transformed, while other new theories have been emerged and are currently being tested for validity. Theories of aging are mixed in that there are different levels of aging phenomena at this molecular, cellular, tissue, organ, or systemic levels. So the first one are the biological theories of aging. Biological theories of aging are of two kinds, stochastic theories and the non-stochastic theories. Stochastic theories are basically the episodic events which identifies the episodic events that happen throughout one's life that cause random cell damage and accumulate over time, thus causing aging. And the second one is the non-stochastic theories, which view aging as a series of predetermined events. View aging as a series of predetermined events happening to all organisms in a timed framework. In biological theories of aging, here are two kinds of mechanisms. These are the public mechanisms and the private mechanisms. Public mechanisms are those that could potentially be applied to the aging of different animals or tissues or cells. Applied to the aging of different animals. Okay. And the second one are the private mechanisms. Private mechanisms are those that are only true in specific species. Public mechanisms are for different animals, but the private mechanisms are for some specific species of animals, cells, tissues, and organs. For example, the immunological theory can only be true in animals with the appropriate system, such as mammals, but may not be true in nematodes or insects. This is a concept of biological aging, that how the accelerated biological aging and the deaccelerated biological aging with the passage of time. Basically here the chronological age is defined. So we will discuss about the stochastic theories of biological aging. Stochastic theories are of three kinds: free radical theory, error theory, and the last one is the wear and tear theory. First one is the free radical theory. Free radical theory postulates that aging is due to oxidative metabolism and effects of free radicals, which are the end product of oxidative metabolism. Free radicals are produced when the body uses oxygen, such as with the exercise. When we exercise, then our body need more oxygen level. This theory emphasizes the significance of how cells use oxygen. We also know as superoxides. Free radicals are thought to react with proteins, lipids, DNA, RNA, causing cellular damage. This damage accumulates over time and is thought to accelerate the process of aging. Free radicals cause extensive cellular damage to DNA, which can cause malignancy, and accelerated the process of aging due to oxidative modification of proteins impact cell metabolism. The second cause of the free radicals is the lipid oxidation. Lipid oxidation that damages phospholipids in cell membrane. In our cell membrane, phospholipids are present that damages by the lipid oxidation, and membrane permeability is affected. DNA strands breaks the base modification that cause gene modulation. Gene modulation is also the cause of free radicals. Now we are going towards the second theory of stochastic theories of biological aging, which is error theory. In 1970, Orgel suggests that over time, cell accumulates errors in their DNA, RNA, and protein synthesis that cause the cells to die. Environmental agents and randomly induced events can cause error with ultimate cellular changes. So it is well known that large amounts of X-ray radiation cause chromosomal abnormalities. This theory proposes that aging would not occur if destructive factors such as radiation did not exist and cause errors such as mutations and regulatory disorders. But Heflick in 1996 did not support this theory and explained that all aged cells do not have errant proteins, nor all the cells found with errant proteins are old. damage cellular metabolism. An example is the cell's inability to repair damaged DNA. As in the aging cell, is known that cells in heart muscle, neurons, striated muscle, brain cannot replace themselves after they are destroyed by wear and tear theory. There is some speculation that excessive wear and tear caused by exercising. When we exercise, our body needs more oxygen, and with the more oxygen, free radicals are produced in a large number. So there is some speculation that some excessive wear and tear caused by exercising may accelerate the process of aging by increasing the production of free radicals. Now we will move towards the non-stochastic theories. Non-stochastic theories are of two kinds, program theory and the neuroendocrine theory. Program theory, according to these program theories of aging, every living organism contains a kind of built-in biological clock and regulates the process of aging. It may involve, at least in part, strips of DNA that cap the ends of our chromosomes, our telomeres. So here you can see the telomeres at the end of the chromosomes. Basically, these are the caps. Each time a cell divides, the telomere becomes shorter. When cell division occurs, the telomere becomes shortened. Shortened telomere you can see here. When this shortening reaches some critical point, the cell can no longer divide, and this may contribute to the aging process. The next one is the neuroendocrine theory. This theory describes a change in hormone secretion, such as with the releasing hormone of the hypothalamus and the stimulating hormones of the pituitary gland, which manage the thyroid, parathyroid, and adrenal glands, and how it influences the aging process. The first one is the estrogen hormone. Estrogen decreases the thinning of bones, and when women age, less estrogen is produced by ovaries. As women grow older and experience menopause, adipose tissue becomes the major source of estrogen. The next hormone is the growth hormone. Is a part of process that increases muscle and bone strength. These hormones stimulates the release of insulin-like growth factor produced by the liver. And the last one is the melatonin. As you know, melatonin is produced by the pineal gland and is thought to be responsible for coordinating seasonal adaptations in the body. The second theories of aging are the psychosocial theories of aging, in which we will discuss about the disengagement theory. As you can see here, how this old lady disengaged herself from the whole community or society, activity theory, and the continuity theory. The first one is the disengagement theory. In 1961, Cumming and Henry asserting that aging is characterized by gradual disengagement from society and relationships. He proposed that by disengaging, older adults are freed from social responsibilities and gain time for internal reflection. Challenges of disengagement theory argue that a key element of life satisfaction is to be being engaged in meaningful relationships and activities. The second one is the activity theory. Robert Havicrest in 1963 concluded that society expects retirees to remain active in their communities. This theory states that staying occupied and involving is necessary to having a satisfying late life. They suggested that being active helps to prolong middle age and thus delay the adverse effects of old age. And the last one is the continuity theory. Continuity theory suggests that personality is well developed by the time we reach old age and tends to remain consistent throughout our lives. It identifies four personality types from observations of older adults. The first one is the integrated. Integrated personality types are basically those who adjusted well to aging, as evidenced by activity engagement that may be broad, more selective, or disengaged. Second is armored defended. Armored defended individuals tend to continue the activities and roles held during middle age. The third one is the passive dependent. Passive dependent persons are either highly dependent or exhibit disinterest in the external world. And the last one is the unintegrated. Least well adjusted are unintegrated personality types who fail to cope with aging successfully. Psychological theories of aging are of two kinds: human needs theory and the theory of individualism. First of all, we will discuss about the human needs theory. In 1954, Maslow published the human needs theory. He surmised that hierarchy of 5 needs motivates human behavior. And here are these 5 needs. The needs are prioritized such that more basic needs like psychological functioning, and we can say as the psychological needs like procedure over personal growth, needs love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Movement is multi-directional and dynamic in lifelong process toward need fulfillment. Self-actualization requires the freedom to express and pursue personal goals and to be creative in an environment that is stimulating and challenging. Maslow asserted that failure to grow leads to feelings of failure, depression, and perception that life is meaningless. So, in human needs theory, we can say that these 5 needs are basically more important: psychological needs, safety, love and belonging, self-esteem, and the self-actualization. The next one is the theory of individualism. Jung's theory of individualism, like Maslow's theory, is not specific to aging. Jung in 1960 proposed that our personality develops over a lifetime and is composed of an ego or self-identity that has a personal and collective unconsciousness. In personal unconsciousness is the private feelings and perceptions surrounding important persons or life events, and in collective unconsciousness is shared by all persons, but the personal unconsciousness is shared to some private, specific or special persons, whose we can share some private feelings and perceptions. But in collective unconsciousness, we can share our discussions, our feelings with all the persons. It contains latent memories about human origin. As individuals age, they begin to reflect on their beliefs and accomplishments. According to Jung, one ages successfully when he or she accepts the past, adapts to physical decline, and copes with the loss of significant others. In 1968, Newgarden supported Jung's theory by asserting that introspection promotes positive inner growth. So here are the references. From here you can search the topic of aging, its theories and about its natural theories. Thank you so much. If you have any problem, if you have any query, you can ask me in the comment section. I will definitely reply you. Thank you so much.